He's in the way. It's me or him. If it's me or him, it's gonna have to be him. Simple as that.
UFC 321, October 25th, Etihad Arena in Abu Dhabi. Tom Aspinall will face Ciryl Gane.
Well, I think it's going to be one of the most exciting heavyweight fights ever. I think we're very, very evenly matched.
Fans are ready and cheering already for one of the most anticipated fights of this year, Tom Aspinall versus Ciryl Gane. Tom Aspinall, matching up against Ciryl Gane for the 4th time in his fighting career, is now defending his title as the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion, while Ciryl fights for a redemption of his career, so the stakes are pretty high. While announcing the fight, Tom highlighted the fact that he is going for the kill, as he would try and attempt to get Ciryl out of the title picture. This would be Cyryl's 3rd time coming after the title, having lost 2 times before. Tom even commented on how this fight comes after a year of his hiatus, which makes it even more exciting for the viewers.
Finally, we're back after over a year hiatus. Ciryl finally signed on the dotted line. This is the 4th time we've been matched up together, and now we are matched up for the 25th of October, Abu Dhabi, me and Ciryl. The 4th attempt is here, and this is Cyryl's 3rd title shot. We are going to try and get rid of Ciryl Gane from the title picture for good.
Moreover, renowned UFC names like Coach Fernand Lopez and Matt Brown have commented on the sheer importance of this fight alone on the career of Tom Aspinall. According to Coach Lopez, never in the history of UFC has any fighter had more pressure on them than Tom Aspinall does at this moment. He went on to say that you can imagine what happens if Tom loses his title on the 25th of October. The embarrassment would be nerve-wracking. Chael Sonnen, on his own channel, echoed those exact same words, seconding Coach Fernand's thoughts.
Thomas Aspinall has more pressure on him that any other fighter I never experienced in the last decade. Because could you imagine what will happen if Thomas Aspinall do not deliver on October 25th?
And he said, never in the history of our sport has anybody had more pressure on them than Tom Aspinall. And it's true. At least I can't think of anyone that's had more. And I know that the short-term memory is a real thing within this sport.
Adding to that, Matt Brown commented on how the entire reputation of UFC heavyweight depended on Tom Aspinall alone at this point. According to him, the legacy of the heavyweight division is on the line, because if Gane goes and beats Tom, even if it's a close fight, the heavyweight division as a whole would lose all respect. Brown even mentioned how the heavyweight division was already so devoid of respect, so Tom has to fight this match as if he is representing the entire division.
From not just pressure, but potential legacy and career and what's on the line, I think it's hard to not go with Tom Aspinall because the heavyweight division is on the line. If Gane goes in and beats him, no disrespect to Gane, love the guy, the heavyweight division loses a lot of respect. Even if Tom goes out there and it's a close fight, or he gets dropped and then has to come back or something, like, the heavyweight division has so little respect right now, probably deservedly so, I think. You know, with Gane getting his 3rd title shot in a couple years, like, Tom has to show that he is the heavyweight division.
Moving on, Tom Aspinall has been training harder than ever to defend that heavyweight champion title and has a lot to show for it. According to his manager, Tom Aspinall wants only one thing: to be the undisputed heavyweight champion by the end of the year, no matter who he fights against.
Tom was just saying, he said, no more chat about it. All we want to be undisputed heavyweight champion from the end of the year.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who fights. John Jones is just a name, innit? We did that stuff last year and tried to get him to fight Tom. He'll either fight him or he won't. Tom's too young and too heavy. He's a heavyweight. That's unfortunately the name of the game, innit?
And get back training for biggest fight in MMA at the moment.
Speaking of training, as a YouTube content creator, Tom posts his training sessions, behind-the-scenes clips, and even personal life content to publish openly on the internet. In one of the videos, he gave his fans a sneak peek of what his training looks like, and it's safe to say that whatever praises this heavyweight champion receives are well-deserved.
Jab, jab, come on, let's go. Try and see the jab. Fast, 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 come on. Go, 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 go. Go, quick. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. One minute left. Let's go. Change uppercuts this time. Bum, 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 all the way up. Come on. Let's go. Jab. Jab, 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 jab. Come on. Go.
Furthermore, Aspinall released a full YouTube video on his main channel to send a message to his opponent and rival, Ciryl Gane. According to the fighter, after many attempts from his side, Tom Aspinall versus Ciryl Gane was finally booked, despite many hurdles in the way. He even claimed that he believes he's the best heavyweight champion in the world, and he is going to prove that in the fight set for October.
How's the confidence levels?
Confidence level's great. Confidence level's great. I believe that, well, I am the best heavyweight in the world, but I want to show everyone that I'm the best heavyweight in the world. Ciryl Gane's lost 2 title shots, and I want to give him his 3rd title shot loss and get him out of there.
Adding to that, when asked what the fans should expect on the 25th of October, Tom replied confidently that he has had a year full of training under his belt. He brings to the match a new and improved version of himself, with powerful skills and heightened strength. Tom also commented on how the timing for the fight is perfect, as his fans and other UFC champions alike can fly over and spectate the fight in Abu Dhabi.
And what can we expect for Tom Aspinall, October 25th, English fans there in Abu Dhabi?
Yes, this is great because we're on English time. We're going to be fighting on European time as well, so plenty of guys can fly over. It's going to be busy over there in Abu Dhabi, full of English fans, full of Tom Aspinall fans, which is great. We can just be expecting me, an improved version of me. I've had a year to train. I've had a year to test my skills and improve, and I'm going to show everyone what that's all about on the 25th of October.
In another interview, Aspinall claimed that he can easily throw Ciryl Gane with a single shot, since he is pretty strong and can grapple. According to him, both of them are equally as fast and match up pretty well, but Aspinall has the upper hand because of his grappling skills. Tom even went on to say that he has a ton of knockouts in his record, even when he didn't want to, which shows exactly the type of powerhouse energy Ciryl Gane would be standing against.
I better be careful, apparently. Yeah. I think I match up pretty well against him. I think I'm equally as fast as him. I move equally as well. The difference is I can grapple. I've got a lot of power, and I think that's pretty undeniable at this stage of my career. I've got a lot of knockouts on my record, mate. I have to touch you once, and I wasn't even throwing heavy tonight. I thought it was going to be a 5-rounder. I didn't mean to knock him out. I was pretty sure that that was going to be a 5-round fight tonight, and just takes one shot, mate, at heavyweight, especially with me throwing him.
However, what gives Tom Aspinall such confidence in himself and his ability to knock down Ciryl and every other opponent that stands in his way is his intense training. Tom is someone who goes all out in his training routine, and it is obvious through his strict workouts and training sessions that he takes his job extremely seriously. Some might say even his training sessions could cause his enemies to back away.
Stones the shoulder, let's go, man. It's a heavy one. Yeah, oh, it's got up. Oh, it's got up, yeah, it's got up. Yeah, perfect. That was, hang on.
In light of current preparations for the fight, it would be unfair not to mention the fact that Tom Aspinall tried to get this fight booked about 3 times before too, yet Ciryl kept turning him down. The reason? Gane apparently did not want to fight below him and only went for title shots. In his past 5 fights, 3 of them were title shots, so one could say that Ciryl accepted this upcoming bout just when Tom held that shining title of UFC heavyweight champion that Ciryl wanted to come up and steal.
I then get on the phone to the UFC and say, listen, I want to fight Ciryl Gane next. They ask Ciryl Gane, he turns the fight down again.
Any idea what is next for you? I saw Tom Aspinall was there. It seemed like he was interested. What do you think happens next?
I know a lot of people talk about Aspinall, but this doesn't make sense for me.
Ciryl has had, this will be his 3rd title shot in 5 fights. So he basically wins a fight, gets a title shot, wins a fight, gets a title shot.
Yeah.
You got to remember that so we got in the UFC around about the same time, I think. I think he maybe had 1 or 2 fights before me. And there was always talks about us fighting each other. I was chasing that fight when he was above me.
Yeah. I remember him saying he didn't want to fight
Yeah,
back.
he didn't want to fight. He said it on your bloody
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
That's why. I was watching that thinking, oh my God, this guy doesn't want it. That's the way he's going at the moment.
Fighting Tom Aspinall does nothing for me. I'm heading towards the belt. I'm not going to fight below me.
I don't know. The guy is acting like it's not his wisest move, in my opinion. Not taking the fight against me, just his whole outlook on stuff. It reminds me of like a private school entitled rich kid or something, where it's like, oh no, I'm better than that.
Additionally, while talking about the upcoming fight, Tom mentioned how excited he was to go against Ciryl Gane and called it one of the most exciting heavyweight fights ever. According to the heavyweight champion, Gane's weaknesses play almost perfectly to his strengths, so the matchup would be very interesting to witness and discover.
Well, I think it's going to be one of the most exciting heavyweight fights ever. I think we're very, very evenly matched. I think his weaknesses work to my strengths, and it's just going to be a crazy heavyweight bit of action.
Moreover, there is no doubt in the mind of anyone that Tom Aspinall, now the holder of the heavyweight champion title, is a complete beast and one of the best fighters you can find in this decade. However, even having that fact in your hands still doesn't change the fear and doubt that crosses your mind when going into a fight. According to Tom, despite going to the gym 24/7 and working out to be the best version of yourself, you can still have bad days. He accepted the fact that he gets scared before a fight, but he made it his superpower instead of his weakness.
But there's so many like UFC fighters who are like, I'm good, I'll fight anybody, and I'll definitely fight anybody as well, but it's still scary. Like, and I'm open with it, and I feel like when you are open with that and you embrace it, like it gives you a whole superpower in itself. You're like,
you own it.
I'm scared, but I'm going to do it anyway. Like, I'm going to look across, whether it's John Jones or somebody else, I'm going to look him in the eye and I'm going to be like, I'm scared, but I'm coming for you.
Meanwhile, despite Tom Aspinall's candid talk about his fears and reality checks about his life, Logan Paul reminded the fighter that in this era, Tom is one of the greatest fighters to exist. This proves not just to Aspinall's fans, but also those against him that the facts remain the same, that Tom Aspinall is as ready as ever to defeat Ciryl Gane in the cage.
Do I think I'm the best heavyweight in the world? Absolutely. But does that mean I can lose? Absolutely.
That said, you mentioned it, the best heavyweight MMA fighter in the world. I think by default, that also makes you the baddest man on the planet. Does that ever cross your mind?
I don't know. What does that mean, though? Define that.
It means that if you were toe-to-toe with any other man in the world, you could kill them.
Speaking of Aspinall being the greatest, even Joe Rogan couldn't help but praise the sheer tenacity and prowess of this fighter when he is in the cage with his opponent. According to Rogan, Tom is an absolute freak. He ragdolled all the other heavyweight contenders, knocking down the best of the best. He even went on to say that Tom Aspinall is the next advancement of the evolution of the sport because of his unique mixture of jiu-jitsu and takedowns.
I want to know.
It's got to happen, right?
Here's a question with Aspinall. What happens with Aspinall in the second round? Like,
I guess
you want to talk about a guy who sprints.
Yeah.
You want to talk about a guy who's fast twitch. Aspinall's one of the fastest heavyweights. He might be the fastest heavyweight in the history of the sport. I don't think anybody moves like that guy does. At a 250 plus pound frame, his movement's f***ing extraordinary. And that's something you have to deal with. Like, that is a crazy ability. Like, his ability to move, like the way he moves, is so much different than everybody else in the sport. Tom Aspinall, the guy who just won the interim title, he's phenomenal. And he is, again, the next the next advancement of the evolution of the sport.
How so?
Well, because he can do everything. That guy's got elite jiu-jitsu. He's got elite takedowns. His striking is outstanding. I mean, he knocked out Sergey, who's the scariest striker in all of MMA, and he knocked him out in the first round. And the way he did it was just picture perfect.
Adding on to that, Joe Rogan went on to say that even the scariest and most powerful heavyweight contenders like Francis can't move and strike like Tom does. As a man with a 250 plus pound frame, Tom's movements are outstanding, and the way he can close the distance between himself and his opponent in no time is impressive. Not to mention his hand speed and striking rate. All these skills make him an indestructible force in the UFC world.
Aspinall, who's a legit 255-pound natural who moves like he's 80 pounds lighter. He's a freak, man.
Yeah.
Aspinall's a freak. Like, I've seen a lot of heavyweight, even Francis, who's like the greatest, scariest power striker I've ever seen in the heavyweight division. No one's scarier than Francis. Francis does not move like Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall is significantly faster than every other heavyweight. That's a real problem. He moves like a 175-pounder. He doesn't move like a 250-pound guy. Look how quickly he closes the distance, man. His hand speed and full range of skills. Incredible stand-up, knocks guys out with one punch, black belt in jiu-jitsu, really good wrestler. His everything, and he's young.
In the end, the entire game boils down to one question. Who will take the title home? Will Tom be able to defend not only his own name and title, but also that of the entire UFC heavyweight division? Or will he have to face defeat against the man who refused to fight against him many times before? Only time will tell. What are your predictions? Who do you think will win this fight? Let us know in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to keep updated on the latest news. See you next time.